Welcome everyone to another weekend live stream here, live from our Linux distribution development. A developer, T2 developer, asked, by the way, why don't we build our cross toolchain with mArch native, like meaning the bootstrap a new system, zero stage at us here. And so currently we don't pass there anything, so it's a system default, and in T2 that often is already something useful. So in my case, I have here actually, in my case, it doesn't even like make a huge difference because I built my system with Arch here. Like this is what the GCC then defaults to. So my system GCC defaults to x86-64 version 3 anyway. And so at that, so the results I benchmarked a little bit. So it's kind of here with thermals and overclocking. So this is reference. So long story short, it's kind of not worth to make a video about. So yeah, it's hard at the measurement border, and like if it's a second or so slower. However, this was like basically version 1, also the CPU, the x86-64 architecture levels. Although they a little bit annoyingly didn't name x86-64 version 1, they named it without anything, so it's x86-64 nothing, and then dash version 2, which symmetry and stuff. Of course, naively, like I typed x86-64 v1 and it's like, nah, not supported, thank you very much. But so this is basically version 1. So yeah, 3 seconds. So long story short, probably it's not worth it. So for this test, I just tagged this here into this GCC like native or other things. However, maybe we should do. So I probably add this to the to-do and we do something else. So basically, it's like as per usual, right? General purpose, not embarrassingly parallel matrix computation math stuff. Does not profit the most from single instruction multiple data. So I have other things to do. Actually, I have more important things to do. So yeah, a little bit. I expected more. The usual stuff is like, hey, why is it not like 10, 15 seconds, 5%? It's like, yeah. General purpose, meaning general purpose, like if then else, look stuff up and the usual compiler stuff. Working with trees and so on, memory, probably memory and cache bound and so on. That being said, for other CPUs, it might be worth it. I'm rocking an epic thread-ripping AMD Ryzen 7950X here with 6000 MT memory and so on. However, so basically like mArch native and zero toolchain. So basically, yeah, we could add this option. So what would probably make more sense is in general that we add this to the options, but maybe not now. I have one other thing to do live. So basically, ask me anything live here, live on this channel. So basically, it probably would make more sense. Like for the toolchain stage, it's probably like, yeah, maybe we add this. The only thing is, I made potentially different name for PowerPC, so we cannot just hardcode that. We would need to have some tests there, like if your host is like what your host supports, right? Maybe even simply call GCC, like maybe GCC stuff, and then like the Linux kernel does, like they have there some makefile constructs to CC whatever, CC dash options or whatever. So basically, the Linux kernel has, for exactly that reason, testing what the host compiler supports. But yeah, so basically, what we in T2, of course, or like T2 and its predecessor Rock Linux, were known for optimizing this, but like basically since 1996ish at Rock Linux and now T2, we basically were known to like optimize your whole system, like build your whole system from source automatically. But you had to manually choose it, right? So maybe it is worth, and like normally you would manually want to choose it for like building your system for your embedded devices and servers and VMs and stuff. But for like playing along at home, actually maybe we should support native here, right? Instead of all of this stuff. Because even the issue is, of course, we probably maybe should make this the default. Probably, so that by the way, yeah, it's probably enough to do. So like basically when you continue emerging stuff at home, like you load the ISO, because the ISO we don't optimize that much, although you see it doesn't make the most difference. But like if you build this on a like a PowerPC optimized for 600 whatever, 30 or so, or G3, then and you emerge then on a G4 and stuff, you get Altivec and so on. Anyway, we have at least one other thing to do, like basically the usual stuff, like, hey, you make one video, you run the test, like, yeah, it's not even 1% right, better overclock your memory. Better. This is also so silly, the recurring theme, why I find it so silly to over-optimize your system binaries and we smart optimize this for, I mean, the only other thing, by the way, do we, I wonder, do we do smart, do we, it's like maybe smart optimization would be a thing. But maybe not. What do we do? Or I know actually we do smart optimize. I mean, yeah. So wasn't even sure about this, but yeah, this is if you build smart optimized, you get smart optimized. Anyway, we have one more serious thing to do. So yeah, there's the data points, like basically recurring theme. The only substitute for performance is more performance. Theoretically compile optimizations, except yeah, SIMD. So it's, yeah. We're not matrix multiplying stuff here. Anyway, we have one annoying build error that we probably should quickly. Was it NFS utils? Was it NFS utils? Yes, the only constant is change on regressions, and for some reason NFS utils doesn't build for me anymore. Although I probably should have checked if what did because probably data previous video our AI bot there. NFS utils. Okay, untested. So this means it didn't build for data so much. So yeah, like prettifying our channel instead of data. It failed, but I committed anyway. It's like, hey, it's untested, right? Like real humans would do. Anyway, comment there. Is there a way documented regarding installing T2 on ZFS array? No, it isn't, because so ZFS we don't really support that because I'm not the greatest fan of not in kernel stuff, and that is like, yeah, use BetterFS. Also, yeah, I can't. Do we have a Git X32? Do we have a ZFS issue? I mean, theoretically, patches work. Oh shit, I so hate. Later is the top fleet. Yes, like yes, thank you very much. Yes, like oh fuck. Why is this? Oh. You open GitHub on YouTube and say, oh, what should I say? Damn, one fail after another. It's like also web shit, right? Like, can you not like, even on your daily day is there. Can't even open new bug tracking live on YouTube. It's hilarious. Anyway, do you have ZFS? No, we don't. So theoretically, yeah, if someone like at ZFS support from yeah, with legal things and stuff, like personally, it's like I'm not putting my data into in kernel stuff and other unclear word. Yeah. So yeah, NFS. Let's see what. So I briefly looked into that. It's like yeah, whatever recurring theme. It's like it's setting. I tried already non-LTO. So it's some also 2023, right? The thing I have to say is. You had one job and you added SQLite things to NFS. Like what has why is there an SQLite backend in is it even an NFS? I probably should check that. SQLite yeah, there is for whatever reasons. Like why do we what is that even doing 2023 or previous like previous years? Not sure when they added that. This is kind of stuff. So the crazy stuff is, I'm not even, I have not used NFS for 15 years or so, except I shortly used it a little bit recently, also live on YouTube with test booting HPPA risk or so. And it didn't even just work anymore, right? And 2022, previous year, NFS became so complex that it doesn't even just work anymore, right? And user space tools fail and out of sync and this and that. It's like, and you need to read the freaking manual. It's like, sure, NFS is a insecure protocol and so on and this and that and locking and performance and NFS version 2 and 3 and now 4, whatever. And it's like, yeah, now we have also SQLite in that, of course. Yeah. Epi S3P3 wanted to install T2 on Spyron 8000 but failed. Gave up, which probably tried to later. Wonder if this means the upside all the there's an upside of, since it's pretty I wonder if on this machine, so yeah, on this machine there is not much. On super old machines you of course need baseline architecture, but otherwise there could always be often, I mean, yeah, there's probably often some extension, and then like on some crypto code or some multimedia code there can also be like GCCs just to general purpose computing. So on math heavy crypto, vector, 2D imaging, 3 audio, there can always be like even 20% faster with because there's also baseline things, right? This is common between Intel and AMD, so there's always like this bit manipulation, this whatnot. So yeah, but I mean not for this old stuff, of course. Yeah, so not sure what is even going on here. That this, I mean, SQLite probably should work because undefined reference to event. So because Firefox built, right? 2023, Firefox freaking cross-compiled with all the complexity, with Rust, with Clang, with cbindgen, with WASM WebAssembly stuff, and NFS freaking tools fails here. So this undefined event, or is it some lib event? It sounds a little bit like that. Is it even? So there is some, is it in util GSS, NFS CLD? Was it there? Which one was it even? Backend SQLite, undefined. Oh wait, there's also SQLite arrow string. So yeah, why is this? I mean, it could be cross-compiling. I could check. Although this is untested, it probably also failed for data on another compute node. And if as utils, let's quickly see if this builds. This also doesn't build natively, so it's not just some cross-package config lookup thing. What is error node undefined and have error node? Did you forget to? Okay, this fails differently because wonderful. There's only constant is change and regression, and the only substitute for more performance for building faster to build errors is even faster. Instant build errors. It is so sad. Why? And so what my expectation would be that like for 30 years of Linux NFS, it's probably soon. Maybe it's only 25 years of NFS for Linux. I don't know when they added this, but like my expectation really is in this day and age that this trivial base functionality package things build without error. I mean, maybe they build on Fedora without error, but I mean, our T2 is a pretty mostly generic. I mean, it's not Frankenstein like OpenDAVI or GNU-hurd, right? So, JW licensing differences have been a massive problem. Progress in the industry-wide. Build OpenZFS and C goes beyond trying to put T2 in ZFS root. Yeah, patches always will come, and I mean, patches welcome. So did this even as client? Was it even in this NFSD? Wait, what did I enter the? No, or maybe I just entered the wrong directory. But nothing like live entering the wrong directory. Actually, wait, this is error or is? What did I even freaking do here now? No, I lose. Oh wait, x86. Nothing like multiple times entering the wrong directory. Yeah, that looks like the build error. event self CBArc. So this is in FSID, and so on. There's also event new. Is it in FSID? There's also support re-export FSID. Yeah. GCC wrapper append something like. I believe I had something. I mean, the real thing would be to debug why this doesn't work in the makefile and event reference to events. So this might be something like that. Maybe I should check. Okay, we have some lib event. It sounds like lib event. Okay, this did work. There is some AC local lib event stuff. Okay, there's some lib event found. Was it lib event? Why is here no lib event in? This is bizarre. Is it here? ACCV. So yeah, that is my life, right? The problem with this is like 20 years fixing build errors, right? Why is it not even checked here? So this is maybe if test. Oh, wait a second. If test yes, then so maybe it's a configure issue that if you don't explicitly NFS version yeah, nothing like mixing English and German here. 2 days on live stream and I start not speaking proper English anymore. People already run too much about my shitty English anyway. So title, so Zina. Title of video about hope you can live for one day. Just keep coding every day, right? Not a paid advertisement, just to drink something. So yeah, maybe this needs some wait, this is wait, we have this is if Z installed, then Z. What did I just want to add there? Enable NFS version 4. Did we even build with it? It's a little bit shitty indented here. Package installed. Did this someday. Yeah, so much to back to the drawing board. How did we run that? We did this. Okay, we did run this with disable. So probably this is so it's probably not T2 related, but it's probably that this configuration does currently not work. So it's probably an upstream configure bug for if you if you disable NFS version 4, then that builds code that shouldn't be built and then doesn't, because it doesn't supply event. The question is also, so yeah, it's like recurring theme, right? Also like 2023 and people still, it's like, yeah, there's Meson like 24 freaking build systems and all of them suck differently and it's a bug. So yeah, today people with kernel development, today we're not doing kernel development, today we only maintain our amazing Linux distribution. So yeah, but apparently people are here for kernel development, so probably more kernel development to come soon. So that probably means to work around that. We maybe want NFS support for that here, so probably we should enable that by default. The best thing would be to patch that, but that is below my pay grade or so. I'm not patching each and everyone's project configure stuff like Sherlock, subscribe, Patreon, all the good stuff. And what time is it? I also need to go again. And so NFS. And let's see if we have that in there. Okay, we don't have that in there. So NFS utils. So let's add that here. Oh wait, maybe they. Or maybe this is a. I believe this is a new dependency. Like was a new dependency 10 years or so ago. No, probably it's another one. So it gives this one more try. Ah wait. That's all that. So yeah, people want more kernel development, and so do I, because I'm getting tired of packaging. So if you want to, also now we built a compiler, which I don't so much turn just having touched that. If you want to see more kernel development, Sherlock, subscribe, Patreon, all the good stuff, because then I have more financial freedom to actually do so, and don't need to spend all day and night maintaining other stuff. Okay, this did not build what I expected to build. I wanted to build this one. Maybe that is not yet marked cross, or we don't wait. libnfs ID. What, do we not have that? What? Why? What? I'm a little bit confused. Did I, why did I, where do I have the stolen A ports? Do I have them here? Let's see if I, we take stolen sources very seriously. If you're lucky, do we have libid? No? Do the A-port people didn't have that? IS mirror, Linux NFS. So probably that is so new that I also wonder why the A-port do not have that also. libnfs use. Alpine Linux also doesn't have it. Can't steal it from there. Nothing like packaging some new stuff to fix a build error. Where is it coming from? So this is also what I really hate, this modern packaging stuff. You need quite some Google foo to find this stuff. That is IDmap even finding this stuff. Because this is just some... Where the freaking heck is... Maybe we should check this other library. Which one was it? Or do people... Welcome everyone. S3P3 AMA, fine, but usually working hours. To be honest, they are greatly disturbed since COVID and the birth of our first son. So most days I actually do breakfast and feed our child and stuff. And then, like since COVID and the birth of our child, I'm usually later in the office, and then sometimes running in the sun also. This is also why I'm live streaming now, because I was, not only Sunday, but running with our child 3 hours with a bike through Berlin and stuff. So yeah, nowadays the hours are all over the place, as you asked anything. But yeah, that is real life. So where is the freaking package coming from? Oh, package, yes. 2023 and you freaking Google. But yeah, but in general, I would probably recommend, like, if you don't need to work 9-5 or whatever, being somewhat more flexible usually improves life quality significantly. Like, I also, like, maybe even it's a weekend and having like days in the week with the family also like can improve things for some people. Touch also, yeah, as a target. But yeah, leave me in the comments below if you have any tips. So actually I wanted to check where this is coming from. Actually this we can package. And this is what I really don't like with this stuff, like that you need to hunt where it's actually freaking coming from. This is coming from freaking SourceForge. You can't mix this shit up. What version is 1.3.3? Is it what we... Okay, there is actually... Is it stable? Oh man. 20 years. Also, this is a problem, a recurring problem. Is it stable? Is it not? I have no idea. Where is the freaking website? I mean, this is only Git somewhere else, Linux NFS also. Where is this other? Would they? Oh. I mean, it doesn't. Oh, here they have released. So maybe it's stable. libtrpc. Also, I really not the greatest fan that they added so many dependencies to NFS. So this was the first, now the other. It's like, yeah, once upon a time it was a simple network file system. Nowadays, it's like, why not just use sysvs instead? But because so data didn't update that, because that then would need check version flex odd stable maybe update. Oops. Why was it 1.3.3? And we still need to find this other bloody library. Target general package. So also need to really go soon, because I usually like to bring our child to bed. Oh wait, this was the wrong one. So yeah, let's test build that. Okay, nothing like, okay, I did this in the other terminal, so being so clever, pressing fancy key combinations just to waste the time anyway. So, is this from SourceForge or not? Except, where would they have here some reference to? Does they not have the freaking website reference anywhere? All I want is a freaking download of this stuff. Here is something repo. Oh wait, this is a freaking. Okay, they might have something. I hear something. Fedora people on secure match. Maybe this is also why I didn't initially package this. Oh, there's also no PC lib here. Okay, let's. This might be a reason number 2 why data didn't update this, but it was also not. Well, at least the win-win of like, hey, we found some other outdated package. This is always the only thing. Okay, this is also build, and then where was it? File system, or we have this in network? Do you remember? Okay, probably the other can be also put into network. Do I have? Okay, I don't have something. Copy and pasting something random. What was the other? The thing is also that you can't remember. Like if this is NFS, if it's only used NFS utils, like why is this not all packaged in NFS utils? But the other thing is also like names that you can't remember, right? Like good luck, like I'm sitting at the customer or whatever, telling someone like you need lib NFS ID map or the other, what even was the other? Lib TIRPC. It's like, of course, it's lib TIRPC because that's like that. So, nah, I guess that would be me, unfortunately. So, maybe not in the same order. Well. Usually, I also need to do a normalization pass. I did this 15 years ago. Like, it's like, yeah, each package has that. Email address of too many. And let's maybe see if I wanted parent directory. Oh, they have something newer. No, wait, do they? Why is this 19? Why is this 19 and this is 17? Why is this 17 and that is... Oh wait, this is 14. What? Also, Linux from scratch has something years outdated there. License we would need to check theoretically. Was it Scott Stephen D? Who's the author? Scott Stephen. Okay, probably this one. Huh? Let's just copy and paste it here. Maybe it's accurate, maybe it isn't. And what else are GPL? Maybe it's GPL. And we need some metadata here. And another small step. Live on YouTube. Another big step. Having a feature complete and world dominating Linux distributions. RSS query domain and resolve. So much to cross compiling. Need some quirks for cross compiling. I'll probably do this later because I need to go. We could potentially commit this already. What? Also native? So much to native also doesn't work. Maybe that is why they use 26. Does that version have that also already? Would not surprise me. Stuff broken for years. Yeah, whatever then, I guess. Oh, that is why we don't have libnfs IDMap. Oh, wait a second. Is that... Did we remove that because they moved that to NFS utils? That is also a possibility. Good that I didn't commit this yet. So let's not test it, it's broken. Right, I pasted that with a space, that's not good. Removed, okay, we had this, so much to, yeah, we just, yeah. Wonderful. So then, pro tip, first check your freaking version control history. libnfs IDMap. Force and then the refix, and that's also like the tribal thing to package it, and then at the end it's like it was actually not the right thing to do, basically they did what I complained when I complained too many libraries. They actually moved it in there because it's nearly only used for NFS use probably. And then the conditional here is wrong. Was it not so ideal map? So then basically we don't need that anymore. That is basically we can normalize this indentation there, and so that might be the more real fix, although the package is still upstream anyway broken if you disable NFS version 4 support. But that is for you to play along at home if that triggers you and you want to have that improved upstream. Then you came from work. Welcome there. We just make our Linux distribution better, as we usually do here. One quick native compilation note, and then fixing other NFS stuff, because that is the usual maintenance of, there might be something missing, there might be something outdated, and yeah, just documenting our life here, our open source life. Oh, wait, this is also the wrong one. I want this one. Uninstall this, and then let's build it again. So, but it's that workarounds the issue, and also we should actually remove that then from the 20 minimal. Just that we need this with target. Generic NFS. This is why it's not in there. Let's explore that. Then we had libt. So much to it. Did I not just say who should remember this? Right, trpc. And what's stable? Yay, another amazing update. And then we have fixed native NFS utils to build by moving sleep. And enabling NFS by default fixed native NFS to build again by remove fleet. Enabling NFS version 4 by default. Yeah, this is the usual stuff. Making our Linux distribution, that is making one of the best Linux distributions supporting 30+ architectures better every single day. I hope you enjoyed this and learned something. Release coming, we're only waiting for the GCC, the test build and more, and even I took it. Oh no, I can't hold the Intel DG1 to the camera because I already sorted it in my amazing vintage and retro archive previous video. Making Intel DGPUs working on non-x86 platforms. Previous video. I hope you enjoyed this and learned something. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe, maybe Patreon for the microkernel, and have a good day or night. And see you tomorrow. So, now the emerge stuff is using the configuration, right? So if you have configured G4, G5 cell and stuff, then it's using that. It's not using native. But we will at this soon.